Is the Christian God truly good, or is he something far more sinister? Today, we're diving deep into a question that many avoid, but one that needs to be asked. If the Christian God exists, is he worthy of worship, or is he, in fact, an evil deity? Let's break this down, piece by piece. Section 1. What does it mean to be good? We, as human beings, have a sense of right and wrong. A good being is compassionate, just, and fair. A good being protects the innocent and upholds justice. But when we examine the Christian God, as described in the Bible, do his actions align with this definition, or do they reveal something else entirely? Section 2. The problem of moral inconsistencies. The Christian God is described as all-powerful, all-knowing, and perfectly good. Yet, his actions throughout the Bible tell a very different story. Take the mass killings in the book of Joshua. God orders the Israelites to wipe out entire populations, men, women, and children. If a human leader did this today, we would call it genocide. But when God does it, believers justify it as part of a greater plan. Why the double standard? If morality is objective, shouldn't genocide always be evil? Section 3. Slavery and oppression. Slavery, one of the greatest evils in human history. A truly good God would condemn it, right? Yet, the Bible does the opposite. In Exodus, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy, we don't see God abolishing slavery. We see him regulating it. He gives rules on how to buy, sell, and punish slaves, instead of saying, do not enslave your fellow human beings. Why? Wouldn't a truly moral God lead humanity toward justice, rather than endorse oppression? Section 4. The problem of innocent suffering. The book of Job is one of the most disturbing stories in the Bible. Job is a righteous man, loyal, kind, and devoted to God. Yet, God allows Satan to destroy his life, just to test him. Job loses his wealth, his health, his entire family, not because he sinned, but because God wanted to prove a point. What kind of good being allows an innocent man to suffer for sport? If a human leader did this, we'd call them a sadist. So why is it acceptable when God does it? Section 5. Collective punishment. Punishing the innocent for the sins of others is a hallmark of injustice. Yet, in Exodus 22:5, God declares that he will punish children for the sins of their parents, not just the next generation, but up to the third and fourth generation. Think about that. Imagine being punished for something your great-grandfather did. Would any moral person consider that justice? Section 6. The horror of eternal damnation. Now, let's talk about one of the most terrifying ideas in Christian doctrine, hell. According to Christianity, those who don't believe in Jesus are doomed to eternal punishment, not just for major crimes, but for finite sins, even for simply being born into the wrong religion. A just system would focus on rehabilitation, not infinite torture. Yet, this is the fate that the Christian God has chosen. Does that sound like the judgment of a loving being? Or does it sound disturbingly cruel? Section 7. The manipulation of God's goodness. The biggest deception is how God's evil is framed as good. We are told God's ways are beyond our understanding. We are told it's all part of his divine plan. But these are the same justifications that tyrants have used throughout history. It's for the greater good. Trust me, even if you don't understand it. This isn't morality. It's manipulation, and billions have fallen for it. So, what does this all mean? If the Christian God exists, he is not good. He is a cruel, vindictive, and unjust ruler who demands obedience through fear. To worship him is to endorse violence, oppression, and suffering. And I refuse to do that. What about you? Will you accept the idea that evil can be rebranded as good, or will you question it? If you found this video thought-provoking, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Or do you think I'm wrong? I'm always open to debate. Until next time, keep thinking critically, and never stop questioning.